Hi everyone, Kathy Maxon, Craft Creations by Kathy. Today I'm going to do a grapevine welcome wreath. I have this long welcome sign that I did pick up from Dollar Tree this year, 2025. I have these ribbons that I did pick up from Sam's Club, also 2025, new. I don't know which of the light purples I'm going to use. This one is more of a sheer. And then this one is more of a solid, so I'm not sure. And then I also have a white sheer. I'm not sure I'm going to use that as well. I do have my florals that I do have left over from my cross wreath. So we're going to do that. And I also have some greenery. So we're going to put the sign off to one side. We're going to make a bow, put it in the center over here. And then we're going to surround it by florals. So let's get started. We're going to start off with the bow. Because I have, cable mounts that I just put on the sign, so I kind of want them to dry a little more. I have E6000 in the middle, and then I have hot glue. So I just want to make sure it's going to, all my tugging in that. So I dovetailed the end of my ribbon. We're going to try 12-inch tails. So then when you're in the Dabra here, you're going to half twist. So that will put the wrong side up. And then we're going to do, I think it's going to be around a 5-inch loop. So what we can do, let me get a smaller ruler. I don't knock everything over. Get my process to get the ruler. Yeah, so I want to do like about a 5-inch loop. So then I half twisted. So we'll half twist again. Just make sure we're at around 5. And then you can also verify by putting your loops up. It does look like the one on the right is just a tad longer. So let's do 4 loops of each. We'll probably do about 5 ribbons. So I half twisted. And then here, did I half twist? It's hard to tell which is the right side and which is the wrong side of this ribbon. So it looks the same on both sides. So then when we go this way, we won't have to half twist because we're going to do our tail. So then just line up your tails at the end down here. We'll try the solid. So then here we're just going to, again, half twist, bring down your tail. If we want this one, we can do, so if we do 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we could do like 2 loops just in this solid light purple. So we'll half twist. I kind of want the loops all the same size, so it's just going to be trying to think, do I want, we'll just put a big bow in. We'll do 4 loops also on this guy as well. Like I said, just make sure, and this one we won't have to, because we won't have to do a twist because we're bringing our tails down. Put Let's put the pink sheer in next. Just trying to figure out what method I have here. So just half twist, bring your tail down. I'm going to half twist, bring our loop over. Half twist. This one we also will do 4. Half twist there. And then this one, we won't have to twist it all because we'll be bringing our tail. Next, we'll use the pattern one. So we'll have 2 patterns in this bow. So half twist, bring our tail down. Now this one you can see what side is the wrong side and which side is the right side. Half twist. Half twist. Again, they're all going to be around the same size loops. They may not be perfectly the same. Half twist. And then this one we won't twist because we will be bringing our tail down. We'll finish it up with this dark purple. I think all of these ribbons, I had to cut this little fold off, so I don't think I've used any of these ribbons in the cross wreath. So good mixture, be the same, good spring, grapevine. Half twist. For half twist again. So how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that will give us 10 on each side. So we're going to have a total of a 20 loop bow. And they're all going to be around that 5-inch mark. 5-inch loop. Oh, and I said the last one we won't have to. That one looks a little long, so we'll pull that one that way and pull this one this way. Okay, I snuck a piece of wire under all the ribbon. I folded it in half. So I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to put the tails through the loop. I'm going to tighten it. Pull it out of the Dabra. Tighten it. I'm going to swing my loop around the back. Maybe. Let's tighten it as much as I can, and then I'm just going to twist it a couple times. So here's our bow. We're going to put it on the grapevine, and then we can fluff it. So I think this was going to be my top. I was going to put my bow right here in the center over here. So I'm going to put it maybe between these 2 knots. I'm just going to feed my wire through to the back. And my grapevine is shitty. I did not tell you we have a 14-inch grapevine. that I am using. I believe I picked them up from Michael's. I think that's where I get all my 14-inch ones. I'm going to twist it a bunch of times. I'm going to cut off. And I'm just going to tuck that wire back down inside the wreath so it doesn't scratch a door. So then here's our bow. You can always clean off your grapevine. It doesn't have really a lot of leaves or anything in it. It's just all pieces. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to bring all my tails down. And leave the loops up. So all my tails are down. I only dovetailed the first one. I didn't dovetail them all. So then we're just going to spread. So stick your fingers in and open them all the way to the center. And then we can stagger that like that. You know, and this one can be like that. And then this one doesn't have a very good loop. So then that is our bow. Half of it all fluffed out. So then you come to this side, open it from the bottom up. So we'll open up all the loops. We can stagger them this way. Oops, that one, the sheer one isn't very tight in there. So I just pulled it. So just make sure your stuff is all, and then we can put like a little flower in the center. But that is how our bow's gonna look. Here's your sign. I haven't decided. Do I want to leave a little grapevine over here? But I think I'm going to put it as close as I can to the edge. And then we're going to put the florals under here and the florals up here. So I have the cable mounts, E6000 and hot glued, and I just have a couple pipe cleaners that I'm going to feed through the grapevine. So if you remember, I cut those two off from my my cross because they looked too blue, but we're going to put them in this one. Because this is the rest of the bush that I have. I got it at home. That was this year. It was a $9 floral. It has 14 stems. So if there's anybody wanting to know, bingo, I made a basket. So we have these little ones. I'm just going to kind of maybe separate some of my flowers out. Got a couple white ones there. So I got 3 sets of white ones and 3 sets of these little flowers. I only have one of these. I have 2 big and then these 2 bluish ones. Well, actually maybe these go together. So I got 3 of those. So let's, I'm gonna slide this one like maybe here, and then we'll put another big one at the top. Let's do that. I have a glue pot over to the side. It is a Sure Bonder. I think my stems might be a little long. And I have my glue pot on the lowest setting. And then we'll put another one up here. Let me cut off that part of the grapevine. And then we'll put another one up here. So I'm just spinning it because I don't want to get glue all over the ribbon. And again, I'm just dipping in my, I'm trying to get it so I don't have too many strings. As you can see, I just have the glue. We're gonna stick that, we'll stick that there. So I also have, what were they? I got some pink that I could add, and I also never used the lilac, so we can add that. Two one left, so we'll just leave that. Oh, hey, look, I found another big one. How about that in my box? It was probably one of the ones that I had cut off that I wasn't sure if I was going to use. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to put anything on this side. So I could stick this one up here as well. Just going to put each flower in that I want for now, and then we can fill in with greenery. We can fill in with some of the smaller flowers. So I'm just going to put this kind of back here behind my bow like that. So then my bow will sit up and fluff right. Let's stick some pink ones in. So what I say, I think I had 4 of these. So I'll stick one in here. So we have that. Might be a little too long. I'm going to stick one between these two. Again, anytime you're working with hot glue, be very, very careful. So we'll stick that one there, so it's kind of opposite that. Flip my tails up. We can do like what we did up there. I'm going to glue the end. I'm going to glue this tip so then the flower stays on. It was a little loose. And then at the end, what we can do, if we have any of the stems sticking out, we can cut them off the back. Okay, I got one more pink one. Let's see if the tails all come down here. And I can stick it up under there, in between the tails. that. So let's stick these ones that are bluish color. We'll stick those ones in next. I think I have 3. So I can stick that one in there. We can, sorry, I keep flipping it around. Hopefully you're keeping track. Now I'm back up here at the front. And where did all those flowers go? On the floor. This blue one has a short stem because that's the one I used in the on the cross, and I took it out because I realized it was blue looking. So I'm just sticking my stem in the glue pot, trying to make myself a hole so I don't get too much glue everywhere. And we're going to stick that one in there. Okay, then what do we have? We have some white ones left. I'm going to cut these stems down a little, so I got some white ones. We got 3 of those as well. I think I'm going to break this up in here, stick it in there. So that's going to break up. And I took your leaves in. I think I'm going to stick another one in there. I stick it up under here, under the bow, and the top of it. So we have that. And trust me, I'm not an expert in doing florals and wreaths, so just stick with me. Just keep filling it up till you think you're done. I think I'm gonna stick the last one. Oh, and I got glue going all over this sign. Thought I was doing pretty good by not putting any glue over everything. Guess I'll see that when I see the video. When I go to, I can heat it with a heat gun or my hair dryer. So we have that. So that's what we got going so far. Oops. And then we have 3 of these ones left. I'm going to hold this up, take a look at it. Okay, I think I need something right up in here. And I think I need something still kind of in here. I probably should have put those pink ones in later because they were a little bit smaller. So we'll stick that one there. So we got a hole up here. We'll stick one up here. Stick that in there. Let's see. I think I might need a little bit something back here. So I have 1 more of those left. I'll stick it right back in here. I'm dragging everything around with me. turn around because I didn't really like the leaves on that one. So make sure my leaves stay in the back. There we have that. I got glue all over my table. Fun stuff. Let's see. This. I'm trying to think how I can cut up this. Yeah. Lavender, because it just gives little pieces. So I'm going to cut as close as I can. I'm going to cut that top off, and I think I'm going to so on this I'm going to try to do 3 pieces. We'll see how it looks. Put a little lavender there. These are kind of short. I'm going to, I think I have my pick machine close by. I'm going to pick these. So I just put a steel pick on the end of some of this lavender. If you have like a silicone mat that you can use as your work base, then you won't get glue all over your table. You'll be able to pick that off. So I kind of like the lavender in there. I'm going to stick some up in here now too. Try to get as many of the glue strings as I can off. There, I kind of like the little bit of lavender showing through. So let me cut up another piece. We'll stick some at the top. So what do? We only used 1 piece, but it got me 3 pieces. So I cut the top off, and then I cut that off. And I need to pick 2 of them. Okay. Let's throw them in here at the top of the bow. Down in here. I'm going to put one back here. Oops, one of my little pieces came off. And I'm going to stick one kind of in here somewhere. This was the bottom, so this one still has the stem. Let's stick that in there. So just enough coming out. Let's take a look. I think that's looking pretty good. Greenery, let's see. I have that kind of greenery. I have that greenery, and I have some with some white flowers in it. Let's see. Let me cut one of these ones with the white flowers off. The greenery I did pick up from either Joann Fabrics and or Hobby Lobby because I was doing both. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this piece 2 pieces. But I also want to, on this stem that I cut, I'm just going to take I have a little glue thing, but I just want to glue so that doesn't slide up and off. I'll do that. Let's break this up here a little bit. Just, again, trying to dip it in my glue pot, but not. And maybe I'll stick up some more up in here under the bow. Just so it kind of peeks out a little. Let's get another piece of that. Cut that down there. Then we cut it into 2 pieces. So I pushed up that and I pushed these down here together. And then I want to make sure they don't slide off. I'm just gluing up that one so it doesn't slide off where I cut it. Let's break up these a little. I left my little stem in there. Oopsie. Okay. Stick that there. Break them up a little. So you got a little bit of white. Let's try to get this one in here. This one's got a long stem. Probably don't need it that long, but one leaf just dropped in my way as I was doing it. Come on, get in there somewhere. There, that one in. Just to kind of give it a little bit of white and some greenery. I think I'm going to kind of call this done. I'm going to get my glue strings off. We'll fluff out the bow some more. And then I'll get some pictures. But I kind of think that pretty much is done. This is what it's going to look like. Got the big bow. If anything, I might need something more right here, a flower there, but I don't have like a flower. But yeah, this is it. A welcome grapevine wreath. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.